Welcome to the 100 Photos channel. We are glad to see you again and wish you a pleasant viewing of our new video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new videos, and you will also help achieve my dream of 100,000 subscribers.
A boy makes a friend at the London Zoo, 1958. Batman riding a small elephant, 1967. Women railway workers, 1918. Workers taking a break on the St. John's Bridge, Portland, 1931. When the drive-in was the thing to do. The most mobile home of all, 19 to 6. Max Ferrers, Black Forest, 1905. The RCA building in December 1933 during the construction of Rockefeller Center. Portrait of Charles C. Evetts atop a skyscraper in NYC. Laurel and Hardy, photo by Charles Evetts. Eric Lomax, a British soldier tortured by the Japanese during WW2. Reunion with the remorseful Takashi Nagase in Thailand, 1993. Charles Evetts shooting his famous photograph, lunch atop a skyscraper, while perching on the 69th floor of the GE building, 1932. An East German soldier ignores orders to let no one pass and helps a boy, who was found on the opposite side from his family, cross the newly formed Berlin Wall, 1961. Two-year-old John F. Kennedy and his brother Joseph P. Kennedy Jr., Brookline, Massachusetts, circa 1919. German soldiers in action, WW2. An East German guard throws a ball back over the Berlin Wall in June 1962 by Paul Schutzer. A mammoth German war car 19141918. Grand Duchess Maria Nikolaevna aboard the Russian imperial yacht Polar Star, 1907. Heinrich Himmler and his daughter Gudrun visiting a concentration camp with Nazi entourage, probably around 1941. Actress John Harlow poses with boxer Primo Carnera, 1933. Freddie Mercury, 1958. A self-firing rifle improvised by the Anzacs during their evacuation from Gallipoli used to deceive the Ottomans into thinking that the Anzacs still occupied their trenches. 1915. 1930 cigarette machine selling pre-lit cigarettes for a penny. June 30th, 1953, the first Chevrolet Corvette rolled off a General Motors assembly line in Flint, Michigan. Iranian woman before the Islamic Revolution, 1960. Babies are strapped into airplane seats en route to LAX during Operation Baby Lift, with airlifted orphans from Vietnam to the U.S. April 12, 1975. Canadian soldiers storming Juno Beach, Courseulles-sur-Mer, France, June 6, 1944. Fun fact, the first ever true motorhome was made in 1909, at 6.5 feet wide and 28 feet long. It slept 11 people, and it had a salon, toilet, and icebox. Beautiful vintage photo taken in Boston, Massachusetts, circa 1906. I love all the beautiful vintage dresses. Betty White in her Los Angeles home with her dog, 1952. I love this photo of the Oklahoma Highway Patrol in the 1940s. He aims to please. 1954. As far as holiday traditions go, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is about as essential to the cozy November holiday as turkey and stuffing. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. (1924). The Macy's Christmas Parade. It wouldn't become the Thanksgiving Day Parade until 1927 makes its debut, complete with marching animals borrowed from the Central Park Zoo. A mailman delivers packages before Christmas in 1933. Greek soldiers mingle with a local civilian on Crete prior to the German invasion of the island, May 1941. American nurses land in Normandy, 1944. Heinrich Himmler and his daughter Gudrun visiting a concentration camp with Nazi entourage probably around 1941. German forces surrendering in St. Lambert-sur-Dive, Normandy, the 21st of August, 1944. Jackie Kennedy kisses the casket of JFK in the Capitol Rotunda, November 24, 1963. German-American Bund American Nazis parade on East 86th St. New York City, October 30, 1939. Berlin in 1945. LTV Roads of the WAAC at Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia 1943 by Tony Frissell. A group of girls from Hitler's League of German Girls, 1941. Hannah Stilley, born 1746, photographed in 1840, more than likely the earliest born individual captured on film. Bonnie and Clyde's car after they were killed, 1934. When they realized women were using their sacks to make clothes for their children, flour mills of the 30s started using flowered fabric for their sacks, 1939. Bonnie Parker, of Bonnie and Clyde fame c. 1933. A 106-year-old Armenian woman protecting her home with an AK-47, 1990. A Tattooist's Wife, 1907. To Cedar in Paris, 1922. Roller skating in the 1930s. Minneapolis, ca. 1910. Children on playground structure in North Commons Park, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Storage jug for wine, Kakisha, 1881. The opening of the Eiffel Tower during the 1889 World's Fair. Mercedes-Benz 8-wheeler, 1929. The MTW-1 amphibious personnel carrier from Mercedes-Benz. All 8 wheels were driven, and it looks as though both front and back wheels were steerable. This is a test chassis. Steel worker stands close to the edge on the Empire State Building during construction. 3 women who completed their education and graduated as physicians in Philadelphia, 1885. Man standing on lap of colossal figure of Ramses, 1856. Teacher Tandy Huckabee at the palmetto-covered one-room school near Taylor Creek and Lake Okeechobee, Florida in the 1890s. State Street before the holidays, 1966. Schoolboys and women at the 1948 Model Engineer Exhibition at Seymour Hall, London, in 1948. Taken in Ipswich, a Royal Mail van outside the post office. To women filling Sirocco roaster with coffee beans, Cadby Hall, Hammersmith, London, in 1918. Liverpool siblings around 1900. The official opening of Ashford Bypass was recorded with great pomp and ceremony in 1957. The Boys Brigade posed for the camera in a fascinating collection of photos capturing the grind of daily life in the poverty-stricken East End of London in the late 19th century. Prusum Street, Wapping, in 1949. These were tough times. How did anyone survive that level of deprivation, overcrowding, lack of sanitation, and poor diet? Liberation of Jewish prisoners from a death train in 1945 marks a triumphant moment in history. Knitting in the ruins of Berlin, October, 1945. The Awestruck Onlooker, 1940s Australia. Simple things like road lines being painted take on an intriguing look when viewed from the distance of time. London Underground more than 100 years ago. Pedal car ... complete with a 2-kid power motor. The Most Entertaining Mail Delivery, 1900. Spending an Evening at the Drive-In, 1948. San Francisco by Alan Grant. The secret to staying young is to live honestly, eat slowly, and lie about your age. Lucille Ball. This Old House, Greensboro, Alabama, 1939. It might be tough to guess, but that's a young Jimmy Stewart with his two sisters. This Ford Model T has been turned into a sandwich shop on the streets of Washington, D.C. 1918. The 20s are just days away. Kids, listen to your elders. They may not know the newest pop singers or the latest smartphone app, but they've lived through every emotion and situation you can think of ... and many you can't. May humanity always prevail. Motorhome built around a Ford Model TT in Ohio. These progressive high school girls learned the finer points of auto mechanics in 1927. This one log home is set on a 3-ton truck. Quite cozy. 1920s. The mind-blowing lumber harvest of the Seattle Cedar Lumber Manufacturing Company, 1919. The uncomplicated years of life ... when a good time was as easy as catching rain in your mouth. The lifespan of this tree covered a staggering range of history, all of which ultimately led to someone greeting it with a saw. How many of these events are you familiar with? The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, inaugurated in 1921, has been guarded 24/7 since April 6, 1948. Today, we honor those who sacrificed for our freedom. 3 ladies enjoy a picnic next to a Triumph Scorpion in 1931. Made in 5 different body styles, it is estimated that only 600 Scorpions were ever produced. Photo by Bill Brunel. This photograph shows a horse wearing a harness believed to have been made for use in the coronation of William IV in 1831 and is still in use today. Photo by Christina Broom via the Royal Trust Collection. This amazing picture was taken in Paris by George Hoyningen-Huene, 1934. This is how MGM filmed its iconic movie intro.